Why do men think women want to have sex daily? You know, I'm an economist, I'm a banker, I am an IFBB world champion, and how does that has to do something with my titles? What's not under my title is that I'm also a personal trainer, and the personal trainer is like a hairstylist. We just know almost everything from our clients. Believe me, that's really true. So I had 3 weeks ago a client coming in, a male client. He's over 70, and he told me while he did his warm-up that he wanted to ask me not to do the exercise too hard today because he popped Viagra. And I'm like, so? He said, yeah, when he takes Viagra, then the doctor told him not to exercise too heavily, otherwise he could get a heart attack. And I'm like, I cannot believe this. So you are taking Viagra to have sex, and after the sex, hopefully he got some, he cannot work out normal way. I'm not overdoing it anyway, so I always adjust to everybody's age group, everybody's physical possibilities. So now this guy is telling me because of Viagra he cannot exercise with heavy weights. And so I'm talking, why are you even using Viagra, for what? He said, you know, my girlfriend is 20 years younger and she wants to have sex all day, like every day, not all day, every day, sometimes even twice. And I'm like, there's no way, there's no way. He is, let's say, 74. The girlfriend is 54. There's no way in the world that is 54. There's a woman who wants to have sex every day twice. There's no way. I know so many clients and I hear both sides. I hear the guy's side, I hear the women's side, and the women are always in shock. Even the younger girlfriends, believe me, they don't want to have sex all the time. Believe me. The only thing when you want to have sex every day and every night and all the time is when you are 17, 18 and you just get started and it's something new and it's exciting and your boyfriend looks like a dream and you have the perfect body too, and that's the time when you go for that. But with 50 something or with 70 something, no, there's no way. There's no way. So I'm still discussing with him, and he said, yeah, he heard in the advertising 2-3 years ago this problem of low T, and now here it comes. The low T problem, you probably heard that in the advertising too. This is completely overdone. Testosterone levels are shrinking, are decreasing when you get older. It's on the highest point around 25, and that's when it should be the highest point because you are young, you are on the prime of the muscle volume, on production, reproduction processes and everything. So that's when you are the strongest. That's when the Olympians, they make all the medals. That's when you are the best. So this is when you should normally have children, because that's the biggest possibility that you have healthy children. And the reason why it's decreasing when you get older is the body is aging, and the body should not focus just on sex now, should focus on business, should focus on settling down with a wife, should focus on making money to be able to afford all the education and building a house. So that's the reason why the body starts decreasing production of testosterone. So your focus is not only on sex anymore, it should go in a different direction. That doesn't mean that you don't have sex at all, but it's not with that pressure. Guys, you remember when you were 17, 18, you remember that pressure? So that should not be there anymore when you are 35, 40, 50. It helps you just to evolve in your life, to look at different things, not only on hot chicks. That's the reason from both sides why it should slow down. Now the advertising wants to tell you that you should feel like a 20-year-old, and that's exactly the problem. The advertising wants to push you into buying things, into injecting testosterone or selling the patches or whatever you are using. So it's a huge media thing. I'm not saying that there is not a percentage who are like really dead and there's nothing going on and they need help pharmaceutically. I don't say that. That's absolutely the case. But I'm talking of a majority of maybe 80% of men who have a healthy lifestyle and they have sex twice, 3 times a week, and whatever your wife likes, whatever you like, and it doesn't even matter how often you do it. It's just from both of your sides, men and women, they should have a similar focus, whatever they want to do. Now, I was looking into the Nutrition Health Action Letter from June, and that was exactly the topic, manning up. It was a special feature, tackling sleep apnea, beer bellies, and low T. And again, I'm focusing here on the low T part. And they say that the biggest problem in the United States for men is that they are overweight and obese. When you are overweight and obese, that is shrinking your testosterone level naturally. If you want to have naturally a drive for sex, you need to lose weight. You need to start exercising. We are getting always to the exercise point. The exercising is just really changing your life around. And also, beside the obesity problem and that shrinking of the testosterone, did you ever take a look in the mirror naked? You know what? You should. And then take a close look how you look like. Is that a body if you would be a woman, what would be desirable to have in bed? Really? Most of the time not anymore. And guess what? And that's also a problem for the wives. You don't look attractive anymore. I'm not telling that you should have a six-pack, but if you have a huge beer belly, what sexy is looking at you? How should I as a woman get hot seeing you with this huge beer belly? Fat, everybody sloppy. What is it what should drive me as a woman to having sex with you? Just think about it. And this is exactly what your wife is thinking. And that's a lot of times why you will not have sex anymore, or not with your wife. It's a different thing here in Florida when you have money. Then that helps a lot of younger girls to forget your beer belly, and you put the credit card right on top of your head. The best is the Platinum American Express. That makes things much easier and faster for both of you. I promise you. That's mainly in Florida, maybe in California. That's a big deal here. Helps a lot to foggy, to blur your vision, your physical appearance. The credit card makes much things more beautiful. Very sad. Think about it, to lose weight, to look more attractive for yourself and for your wife. That's the other way around too. If you are fat and obese as a woman, believe me, your husband doesn't like that either. He doesn't like that view. So it goes in both directions. Also, alcohol, if you drink a lot, if you drink more than 1 glass of wine a day, is also reducing your testosterone level. Think about how much you would like to try. Maybe take 2-3 weeks off of alcohol at all and just see how your body reacts to that. Maybe you feel more motivated having sex. Let's see, your natural testosterone production kicks in after 2 weeks when you stop drinking alcohol. Also, stress level. You are working 14 hours a day. You are a CEO or CFO in New York. As a wife, there's no way your husband has sex after that stress. He is so tired. He's so under pressure for hours to produce what he needs to produce to make all that money that he doesn't feel like sex anymore. Also a big problem, stress level. Try to work, find a life money balance. Then, my urologist, Dr. Bernsley, who is a lot of times on my radio show, he told me that now even younger guys want to have Viagra when they are 25, 26, and that's also a big, big problem. Young guys don't need it, and you don't need to have an erection for 6 or 8 hours. You really don't. Sometimes they pop in even 2, 3 pills. That's something new now. I hear it from Dr. Bernsley, and he told me to let you know you are in that age group. There's no way. Normally, a urologist is prescribing you Viagra because everything is functioning perfectly without it. Stay healthy, and everything works right on time. And if you want to stay fat and make money because you don't care about sex anymore, you know what the financial idea is? You want to make money on sex? You buy Pfizer. Buy Pfizer stocks. It's right now around $34. It's coming down from $37, and it just increased almost 30% the last 7 months. And sex is always a big purchase, big sales argument. So with Pfizer, you will be always on the right side because there's a lot of people who buy that and who ask their doctor for it, and there's a lot of doctors who still give it to you. So you want to make money, and money stands above everything. That's the way to go. Or you look good and you want to take advantage of others who are not as blessed as you are, then you buy the stocks too. Reboot your health and wellness today. Today is the day to get started, to have more sex and be healthier. See you next Friday.